welcome back. Now, being pregnant and giving birth is both wonderful and scary at the same time. Some mums choose to have a high-tech birth in hospital with all the accoutrements ready. Others want a natural birth at home with just the midwife. Others prefer to do it entirely alone.
Free birthers choose to give birth with no pain relief, at home with absolutely no medical assistance. And we're joined by Clair MacVean, who is a free birther and birthing expert. Clair Byam-Cook, and welcome both ladies. And our little lad here as well. He's what's he called? He's
Rory.
Rory.
Yeah.
Yes. So this was really an experience for you that started when you were about 22, because you're an ex-nurse and you gave birth to you've got 3 children.
Yes.
And he's the third. And the first time round, the experience wasn't what you wanted, wasn't what you expected.
No, I mean, on paper it was very straightforward. I went into hospital, had a 5-hour labour, and was discharged 6 hours later. But for me, it was absolutely everything I didn't want. Even though I gave birth with no pain relief, they insisted on monitoring me. The midwife was very focused on her monitors and on, you know, the rule book.
Yes.
What I was
a lot of people would
expected
say
to do.
maybe that wasn't such a bad thing to be monitoring, looking at the monitors and to be making sure that what was being said on those monitors wasn't going to cause a problem for you or for the baby.
Absolutely, but birth does not need to be over-medicalised. It's for the majority of women, it is a natural event. It's something that your body does, that women's bodies have been doing for centuries, and that doesn't need any help. I mean, you know, I'm not denying that for a percentage of women, medical intervention is necessary and welcome. But
so first time round, too medical, impersonal, not quite what you wanted, although nothing actually, you know, sort of you could find that was wrong with it. It just wasn't what you wanted.
From the emotional side of
Absolutely.
it, the midwife you felt could have been more with you, mothering you, rather than looking at the machinery.
Yeah,
okay,
and it was just it wasn't until I reflected on it over months and years that I kind of became more unhappy with it.
So second time around, you decided, right, okay, well that wasn't for me. I didn't like that, so I'd like to do it at home this time.
Yeah.
So you chose to have a home birth with your partner there at the time.
Yeah.
And the midwife didn't make the birth. She wasn't there for the birth.
No, and it wasn't that I gave birth particularly quickly.
Yeah.
The midwife didn't. Well, let's say she took her time.
Right.
She got a bit lost as well, I think, trying to find you, because you're in the countryside.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
you'd already given
not in
birth?
the countryside, in the middle of London.
Made an assumption there. Sorry about that.
No.
Well, it's wild out there.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
And so she didn't arrive till an hour and a half after the baby was born and 2.5 hours after we rang her. By which time, you know, I'd had a cup of tea and a slice of toast and a shower and was ready for bed, to be quite honest.
Wow. And your partner had managed to deliver and cut the cord, and you'd done everything?
We rang an ambulance. I had a friend with me and my ex-partner, and I gave birth, delivered the placenta very easily. A few minutes later, then the ambulance crew arrived. They cut the cord, and yeah, then I just kind of carried on.
So then the third time comes along, and here is Rory.
Here is Rory, yeah.
And you think, well, do you know what? I'm going to do this all on my own. So did you actually see a midwife through the pregnancy then? Did
Yes,
you?
I
So
did.
you had your blood pressure checked, all those important things you need to be checked.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, Clair Byam-Smith sitting here, midwife, it's very important that you're checked for preeclampsia, for the blood pressure, for all sorts of things.
Yes.
So you had the medical checks, you had your big anomaly scan at 20
absolutely.
weeks.
That was very important.
That was all fine.
Yeah.
And it was at that stage that you said to your medical team, I really would like to do this on my own at home with my new partner, and we're going to cope. And the NHS's response to that was?
I received, at about 20 weeks, a very angry phone call from the supervisor of midwives. And she was very rude and very defensive, and immediately said something that made me very angry, which was that free birthing, choosing to birth at home on my own, was illegal, which in fact it isn't.
What is the law here, Claire? It's illegal to have someone deliver the birth pretending to be a midwife?
Correct, yes. So you've got to allow for the fact that lots of women will give birth by mistake at home because the midwife doesn't get there in time. So it's certainly not illegal, but there may well come a point where if they say you've knowingly chosen to give birth on your own, they might start saying, but you know.
So at that point, the NHS withdrew their assistance, like you weren't allowed to have a home birthing kit. You're right there, Rory.
Come here, Rory. Come here.
Well done.
Up you come.
Well
there you go.
done. You're a good man.
There we go. We'll see you in a
So,
moment. There we are. Come along.